All right, well, let's shift gears a little bit and let's talk about something that definitely comes up, which is resiliency and dealing and going through adversity. Um, Part of the issue is that things don't always go right initially for people. There's this conversation around out west in the Western society. They love having this conversation about straight line success. Talk a little bit about how, well, first of all, that's not true, but talk a little bit about how it is that you talk to people or you've maybe even personally bounced back in terms of the face of resiliency, face of adversity, and being more resilient.
Well, I think, sometimes we look at this industry and we think it's, all, happy family, all, roses and sunshine every day. And it honestly, in that aspect, it's really no different than a regular job. You go to your regular job, some days are brilliant and other days are challenging. And you're not going to quit your regular job because you've had a challenging day.
Right.
So it's almost like preparing people for that. Some will, some won't. Who cares who's next, so to speak. But I guess for me, I've always sort of used a philosophy of fix and adjust.
Okay.
So, and so if you prepare people for that, then when something doesn't go their way or they get so many no's, they understand that that's just part of the path. So I will talk to somebody, hypothetically at the beginning of the week. I usually do most of my coaching calls Mondays and Tuesdays. And then for some people, I'll touch base with them at the end of the week and I'll say what worked, what didn't, and let's fix and adjust it. And so the other thing that I'm really big on is if something isn't working, then stop and then let's fix it before you go down the path too far.
Right.
And so that's always been, a really big philosophy, because sometimes, you outline somebody's plan for the week or the month or the quarter. And then, if you're not in good contact with them, and then all of a sudden you see that nothing's happening and you reach out and they say, well, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if we would have caught that before you phoned these people or reached out to these people, we could have done a fix and adjust. So fix and
Right.
adjust for me has been essential. And preparing my new distributors or distributors that are working for leadership, that the road is not, a straight paved, beautiful road. You're going to have bumps and twists and turns, but that's no different than any job or any career.